welcome to YourPedia and this is Shubhya. So are you ready for your final HR round? Here in this video, I'm going to talk about certain red flags and green signals. Make sure you listen to this video till the end because here I'm going to give you a glimpse, a mere guidance and also some of the follow-ups that you need to take so that you make your interview really fruitful and you're closer towards your selection. Now, whenever you're going for any interview, be it a campus placement, be it a PSU, remember confidence plays a very crucial role. It's not only that you have to go through the interview, you have to answer 10 out of 10 questions accurately. No. Even if you very politely say, sorry ma'am, I was not aware about it. I'll read about it. I'm not able to recall about it right now. Give me a moment. Even these polite ways of saying someone is a good initiative to take in your interview. And there are multiple selections where students were only able to answer 5 questions out of 10 or 6 questions out of the 10 and still they got selected. So it's about your personality test, not your knowledge test, because even they know you are coming from a fresher background. You won't be knowing much. They will be providing you the training, but the personality cannot be changed. You need to be true to the interviewer even, and yes, you need to be presentable even. The way you need to introduce yourself, there is a separate video for that. How would you be turning the tables by your looks? Like what are the best fits you need to go through? That video also is there. Now this was very much needed. Some of the red signals. Make sure that you avoid these in your interview and green signals at the end. Make sure you listen to them. Let's get started. Obviously you have to pass the last gate. It requires intense confidence and professionalism. Do not start with the informal slang which many of the campus students have an idea of saying it out. Arre, abbe, yes, no. These are so a big no. Let's go to the next HR checks. If I was a HR at your interview place, what I would answer? I would go that I'll be checking your trust, culture fit, stability, communication. So here, let's get started with the top red flags. Whenever you're telling, suppose about your project, for a fresher, a project is a must topic or a hot topic of discussion. Whenever you say, we did this, we did this, we did that, where were you in that position? What were your roles and responsibility? Accept your own ownership also, like I was the one who was doing this. I redesigned the checkout. I chose X over Y to cut drops. So here, do not make unclear contribution that I was involved, but make the answer better where you can use that I was the one who was given this task and performed it very nicely. And suppose some of you are working in any organization. Tell us something about your previous organization. Don't start telling their drawbacks like, oh, the boss was very bad or the environment was it was full of politics and all that. They are just checking your mindset. If you have or if you display positivism for the other people, obviously in the future you will be very positive for them also. So obviously they are just checking how you display your attitude. So this is just a check of your attitude. Never say negative about your previous organization, about your past employer. But always be grateful that yes, I'm moving towards Y, towards your organization because of the better growth, because of the career opportunities which I'm going to get, because of the project diversification. So those could be the probable better reason for your switching up. Let's go with the next one. That means if you say money is my only motivation, I was paid hardly 20,000 in my previous organization. Here you're giving me a handsome salary. That's the reason I'm moving out. So should I select a person who is just having a discretion related to monetary? Next time you get much more money from the other organization, you're going to move. So that's not a right display of your attitude. Never say this thing, right? Next is related to the dates, tools. Always remember whatever you have written in your resume, CV, and you have given to them. Based on your strengths, weakness, any of the course which you have done, you actually have done it. You have given the dates which are very much accurate. You are aware about the tools, whichever you have mentioned. So otherwise, it looks like you have just mentioned it for the sake of mentioning or you are just speaking for the sake of speaking. Artificial knowledge display is very bad. Don't be pedantic, but yes, try to be true to the employer even. Next, whatever, like suppose you have your notice or interviews, rigid bossy vibe should not be there. Only this role I'll be doing for this city only. When they ask you like, are you flexible? Like which city would you be preferring? And then you say, no, I just prefer this city. No, you can say your preference is this, but you're open to other places also. Be it on a hybrid model, be on the other cases. So at least be vocal and at least be flexible. Never be rigid in your opinions. Always remember that you have to be not hiding anything. Suppose it's about the notice period even. So you can talk about very clearly. Don't be in a hurry that, yeah, the person would be hiring me only if I say that I can join from tomorrow. No. Just be true that even if the notice period is of 45 days, I can make it short to 30 days even for the better communication purpose, right? So be transparent in that approach and no questions for HR. Oh, that's really bad. If you will be not showing any kind of inclination, so it will be showing that you're interested in their organization. Always have some good questions for HR, like what does success in first 90 days look like. So make sure that it is an interactive discussion, like an interactive way of presenting yourself. You know, like there was a question in one of the campus placement interview. What is the difference between professional discussion and interview? And what we are doing right now, professional discussion or interview? Make sure you answer this question in the interview in the comment section so that I can even correct you out that what are the good questions that were even asked and what are the best answers that you need to present. So make sure you learn about those also. Then certain red flags, yes, typos, wrong names, no thank you, signals low attention even when you leave from that particular place. You go in a room, you say good morning everyone, first to the ladies, then to the men, and when you just stand up, you are going to go again. Just don't forget to say thank you everyone. That needs to be a very decent display of your attitude. It is a professional behavior. Even if your interview went bad, you were not able to be presenting yourself in a very confident manner, but at least be courteous, at least be polite and say thank you. And in terms, if you're targeting, if you're just following up certain persons from outside the campus and all, remember to send a short thank you note within 24 hours. Double check the names, roles and dates. Do not go for wrong typos, wrong names, no thank you. That's a very uninterested and you can say the way where the person feels you're not interested in their organization. Always, if you're job hopping, every few months you're moving towards another organization. There is hardly a gap of 3 months, 4 months. Obviously, they will be saying that the person is not very much reliable. He's not a person who would be with us for a long time. You have to be pretty sure about it. You have to give a very decent reason for it. Suppose there was a family problem and something, but right now you're looking for a long-term commitment. So the answer should have an identification that yes, I understand there were a very short gaps where I left the organization, but that was because of a particular reason. But now I am ready to give my long-term commitment because for your particular organization. Yes, now let's talk about the green signals. Make sure you showcase them. Show accountability. I owned ownership. I did that in my maybe the projects, whatever you are mentioning, and also about the specifics and metrics that actually proves or showcase a lots of impact on the interviewer. You have to make sure why this particular role, why this particular company. This is a most trouble question. Whenever you go for certain organization, they will ask, हमारी organization क्यों join करना चाहते हो आप? Why you want to join us? Why you want to leave the previous organization? So you need to be prepared and crystal clear in your communication. Practice this question multiple times the way you practice your introduction. Team credit and improvement. Never forget where I mentioned that, yeah, you should be mentioning what I did in my team. You should be clear about your approach, but also praise others. Also help that, yes, it was because of the help of my other members also. It shows your team player skills. It shows you can lead a team also. So you have to display multiple strengths of yours by just listing certain things, and the person would be very clear about it. Next is related to curious questions. The way I told you, you have to ask your interviewer, ask your HR about certain questions so that that displays that you are interested in their organization. Try to maintain trust. You need to be very crystal clear what your notice period does look like, how can you make short to them. So communication is a key to clear all the misunderstanding, and it is an ultimate key to resolve all the conflicts and to get you towards your success. Remember, this is very important. I have heard multiple students going for the campus placement and they are just giving their introduction for more than 2 minutes and still they have lots of content to mention. It's a discussion No, it's our interview. You have to remember, it's going to be an interactive one. You get 15 minutes. अगर आप 2-3 मिनट तो इंट्रोडक्शन ही देंगे, फिर हर 2-3 मिनट में क्वेश्चन का आंसर इतना लंबा लंबा देंगे, how would interviewer even ask you question? सुनो पहले उनको. They want a concise answer. They want to get the calmness जहाँ पे आप सुन भी रहे हो, logical answer भी दे रहे हो with the great precision. तो प्रिसाइज रहो, काम रहो, कॉन्फिडेंट रहो अपने आंसर्स में, बेस्ट आर्गन्स का यूज करो, क्वालिटी कंटेंट दो, नहीं आता तो नहीं बोलो. दैट इज द वे एग्जैक्टली इट लुक्स लाइक. कोई डिफिकल्ट केस स्टडी दे दी उन्होंने, कोई प्रोजेक्ट को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए बोल दिया है, कोई भी आपके सब्जेक्ट को क्यों चूज किया, ऐसा कुछ पूछ लिया है, नहीं आ रहा समझ, टेक अ पॉज. मैम प्लीज कैन आई टेक अ मूवमेंट, कैन आई टेक 30 seconds फ्रॉम यू. You can ask them for time. What's wrong in that? Don't be shy. अगर मैं time मांगूंगा तो उनको बुरा लगेगा. It's not like that. It's a human interaction, guys. It's not a robotic interaction कि they are demanding the answer within a seconds. Next is you give a clear finish, right? 60 seconds close finish. When they ask you like, do you want to say anything else? Do you have any questions for us? So you should be having a clear or happy discussion or happy way to present yourself where you give your clear-cut answers and explanation. That was all, where I just guided you a brief red signals and green flags and red signals. So they are the red signals for you, and green flags that yeah, you host it out and you just carry your interview in the best possible manner. I hope this video actually helps you a lot. Make sure you do not make the mistakes, the blunders which I guided you, and you are happy on the path of your selection. Just practice a lot, practice in the front of mirror, practice by writing, making your short videos, and last with your YourPedia mentors, which is going to help you a lot. All the best, stay tuned, and I'll be helping you with more such videos. Take care and have a good day, guys.